Okay, Facebook and YouTube. This is actually my third take shooting this particular video. It's actually I call it Plant Corner 1. And the reason why I had to reshoot it is because I made a very stupid mistake in the first one, and I didn't catch it until I watched it back. I called, which we'll get to it later, but I called my Diefenbach a Dracaena. There's no way a plant person like me can make that kind of mistake. You know, I'm trying to gain respect in the plant community. So I was like, once I heard that, I was like, I got to reshoot the whole entire video. So anyways, I'm starting with my golden pothos plant. I've had this thing since 2017 when I lived in Pittsburgh. That's when I first started really getting serious about indoor plants. And it actually, when I started it, it actually was just like how this one is, grown in this, it's a sheets salad container. They have sheets all over Pittsburgh, all over other places too, but it's a lot of them in Pittsburgh. And I would just use it as a growing pot. So I ended up splitting it. If you've ever watched my first plant tour, you'll see where I tried putting it in my aquarium filter. This is actually where the original ending of it. That shows you how big it was when it started. And it was just 1-2 leaves, that was it. And from there, it has just exploded into this marvelous vine. Still one single vine, believe it or not. And this table that we're going past is easily about 2.5, maybe 3 feet. Just to show you how big this is. Goes up the wall. I wish I could have had my original video where you could have seen the sun coming through the window, but things happen for a reason. And it ends here, and it's still continuing to grow. And that all came from my very, very, very first plant, which I've had, like I said, since 2017 when I lived in Pittsburgh, PA. But moving into the actual plant tour, I believe this could be a they call it a rattlesnake Sansevieria, and in the plant community, for some reason, they've called themselves renaming these as Dracaenas, but I'll always just simply call them, to me, they're Sansevieria's snake plants. Down here is another variety of it. You'll see one of my baby Brazilian philodendrons. I have copies all over my house. That's a golden pothos. Here is a marble queen. And then this, which we're going over, is one of my favorites. It's called a voodoo doll bromeliad. A lot of people say they're hard to keep, that they don't have good luck with them, and I've had this one about 4 to 5 months, and I just water it from the top, but I do a little bit on the bottom, but this ain't the plant care video. Now this particular plant, believe it or not, I don't know what it is. I want to call it a alocasia, or that's the same family of the elephant ears. But then when I look at it closer, it almost looks like it could be a form of a philodendron. So if anybody knows what it is, let me know. Time on the video is 4 minutes in. And it just opened up this new leaf. You can always tell new leaf because it's always brighter and extremely shiny. Well, this particular plant, all of them are shiny, but you can't really see it on video, but that is extremely shiny. That's a sign of a newly opened leaf. Here's my pride and joy, and this is the reason why I had to redo the video. I called it a Dracaena probably because I was thinking about that snake plant, how they renamed it. But this is a Diefenbachia tropical snow dump cane. And as you see me lifting my phone up, because I want you to see how big this thing actually is. Like, I'm not exaggerating. It's humongous. It's big. Really big. Like when I come over here to show you some of the other plants, honestly, you can see I had to lift it like out the way, move. It's humongous. This is a sago palm, and as you see, it's coming up with these little fronds, and basically they turn into like little fans where they loop over the bottom part, and they're so widespread you can actually sit under them, and it'd be like a fan over on top of you. This is my lucky bamboo plant. I have a lot of dracaenas because that's a form of a dracaena as well. Just flying over my filter again, I've added a second. This is an Enjoy pothos. I don't want to be over this aquarium too long because I just got this new phone. And this is a flax lily. I thought it was a dracaena because it looks kind of like how my lucky bamboo does, but it's actually called a flax lily. They're all over Florida outside. This is my green philodendron. Love it. These things replicate easy all over my house. I have multiple copies. I've given copies away just from this little plant. And it's still in the nursery pot, and I just have a simple little old applesauce container under it, but it's growing very well. Every chance I get, I'm splitting it. The video is not really about my fish tank, but I am just going to breeze you through it. I have everything in there: tetras, platies, Cory catfish, gold barbs, cherry barbs. I just want to show you this plant very quickly. That's called a red flame Amazon sword. See that red? That's what it's named after. And it grows off of the mother plant. You see that shoot? It's when it gets enough light and the conditions are right, the nutrients are right, it shoots it up, and whoop, there you have it. And this is another golden pothos. I'm gonna do an actual video on this because I have it in here for a reason. It's like a you'll see when I do the video. There's a purpose for it being in that particular cup. This is a purple fuzzy wandering Jew. Actually, I'm glad I did this video at night. It kind of shows the color better for this particular plant because it washes out during the daytime. And another one of my Brazilian philodendrons. I told you I have copies all over, and this is actually a baby plant of a baby plant that's been replicated yet another time. Over here you got a bird's nest fern. I love these things. I don't always do so well with them. We'll see. Normally I would have given up, but I like them so much I keep trying and trying. We'll see. This is my, is this Dracaena marginata? It's a Chinese dragon tree. Hope I'm not killing that. Love this. This is a moonshine sansevieria. It's a snake plant as well. It's just a different variety of it. This is a aglaonemia, and that's common name is a Chinese evergreen. It's right by my. I'm cheating. I do got a little. Unfortunately, I got a little light here just for a second. Here's another snake plant. I got a lot of snake plants if you can't tell. And this is not all of them. That's the Pilea. I don't know the technical name, but it's basically an aluminum plant. I've always tried to keep these. I like them. That's another form. I forgot the particular variety, and I hopefully will see what I can do with it. I almost forgot. That's my original moonshine sansevieria. It was one of the baby split offs, but it's still fighting, so I'm keeping it. You notice how I'm going through. I'm just like, I'm running into stuff. Like my house really is an indoor jungle. I always wanted it. I got it. That's a corn plant. You see, it's going up. It's pretty big. The video doesn't really capture how big it really is in real life. This is it's a, oh Lord, hope you didn't see my feet for too long. It's an agave plant. Love it, love it, love it. And this is also an agave plant. It's variegated, which is just those yellow stripes. I just had one of my neighbors here. These things are actually very sharp. He was like, ouch. I was like, yeah, you got to watch my house. You got to really pay attention. This is extremely sharp. You can see those little ridges. Like, my house is not really kid friendly. Like, if you don't have your kids under control, don't bring them to my house. They will get hurt pretty much. And then this is a white butterfly arrowhead plant. And it's doing good since I moved it here. It's opening up new babies. So let me back up. And this is plant corner number 1. I know I'm crazy with these plants, but you know, everyone got to do what makes them happy. I like plants. I like the vibe that they bring to my house. It's not for everyone. That's fine. But this is what I do. Then the next, I have another tour for plant corner number 2 because I've just changed and adjusted a few things. So hopefully you all have enjoyed this. It's just an updated plant tour, letting you know where I stand in the world of plants. I want all of you all to be blessed. Remember, do whatever makes you happy. You only got one life to live. Make it count. All right, be blessed. Take it easy.